let's actually do things now.
Every time.
By the way, this one is the person who invented Soap and Lush.
Oh yeah, on accident one night. I also am the, you may recognize me as Kimberly from the Power Rangers.
Yeah!
So,
I haven't published those yet.
I just look sad.
Alright, okay. Now, more important things is the internet. Okay, so you told me to install this Now thing. What is Now?
Now is this like kind of deployable abstraction service that I think Guillermo Rausch and a couple other folks from the open source community of Node put together, and the goal of it is just like simple command line. I think I shouldn't maybe speak on behalf of their whole company, but I think the goal of it is that anything with a package JSON that can run like npm start and listen on a port is deployable. So once we get like a simple Express server that just comes up and runs on, maybe say listen to port 3000 or something like that, we can deploy that app, and you can make it private if you're a paying customer, or public and just share source code like, hey, I made this little app, and I'd like you to like look at all the dependencies that I have maybe, or how I put it together, what do you think? But you can also use it for custom hosting if you point a domain on it and stuff like that.
So how do we build this? Npm install, oops.
You already did npm install now, right? -G?
-G, create React app.
Oh, this is yeah. We can do create React app.
Is it globally? Okay. Just like any CLI.
And you have
dash app, I'm assuming.
Yep.
I have my what?
Oh yeah, you have your.
All right.
And then so create React app is pretty simple. I'm gonna go to their page because I think that you just do create React app and then you give it a name.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
So create React app. Karaoke roulette.
Spelled that right on the first try. That's awesome. I think you did. I wouldn't have been able to do that. So
npm start. Localhost 3000. So it sets up everything for you.
It sets up everything to develop your components locally with Webpack. This particular listener isn't something you could deploy it to now, but it's not really recommended. So that's where we'll put an Express app.
This is Webpack? It's built on Webpack? That's really cool.
Yeah.
So like now Angular CLI and this React CLI are both in Webpack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Angular CLI just switched over like less than a month ago.
I think there's a Webpack 2 coming out, or is out.
I think it's already out. Because the boys were talking about it.
Is there a date? Oh, roadmap.
Webpack 2 tree shaking configuration. I'm pretty sure it is out.
Is it?
Yeah, the Webpack team actually has really good core team notes.
Webpack to-do list. Oh yeah, they kind of already have some notes on it.
It says happy hacking.
Yep.
Here, Sean is part of the core team. Beta 2.21 for Webpack.
You know what, we can do this with npm too.
It's trained.
This is the name of the package. Webpack is it on npm?
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop getting distracted. Karaoke roulette. Oops. Karaoke roulette. Okay. Now what? Oh,
now just npm start.
Oh, npm start. I'm so used to like being like ng start or ember start or ember serve. ng serve. Ooh, localhost 3000. All right, welcome to React. Oh, look, it's this little spinny thing. Okay, now what?
This is basically the thing that Devin showed at React Rally for making that button. So now we can just open that directory in your editor and take a look around.
This is so cool. I'm so happy right now.
The source.
I think this makes me happier than...
There's your app right there in app.js. So this is the main component that they built there, like kind of the default one. We can make this app do kind of whatever we want React-wise. And then if you look at index.js, you see they pull in our app component and they just render it into the HTML document.
Did you know CLIs are like, I wouldn't even know how to look at a React app without a CLI. And the fact that I can just look at this now and be like, oh, how interesting is so amazing.
It's a really easy way to get it up and running. So if you're not like super familiar with all of the other things that you need to do for like a production large scale app, like transpiling and bundling and all of the like node server stuff, like, but you just want to get up and running with React, like this puts you in the driver's seat like right away.
So,
and actually, if you turn your npm start back on,
it's already on.
Oh, it is on. Okay. Any of the changes you make here will live reload in your component over on the other side. So if you just like change the text "Welcome to React," and then it's automatically wired up. So now you're building a component, and you can kind of build whatever it is that you want to build here, and then later when you're ready to deploy it, you just npm run build. It gives you some static files, and you can deploy those really simply.
Okay, so tell me about this really quickly. Okay, so is it that your index.js is your main, or do you not touch this ever? It looks like you don't touch this.
You don't really need to touch this if you're building just a component. Like in Devin's example, she was building in app.js, and she just built her component in there. You do need to do this at some point, this index.js, to render it into the HTML document. If you look at index.html in the root directory.
Where's the root directory? Oh, yeah.
This is what actually gets rendered in. Like that ID root is where we're rendering our app into.
Oh.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hi, React. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Okay, so what's this app.css? Is this an individual component, and then this is like the main component, and then this is where it renders? Oh, okay.
So app.js and app.css are, if you look, there's class names there. If you go back into the JS, you can see they put class name strings there. The import app CSS is just for Webpack to know to bundle that CSS file, put it onto the page for you, and then we just use the class names in there.
Okay, so wait, okay, so I get this part. That part we don't touch. Okay, so if I want to create, like, let's say I want to create a header component. So if I create the header component, then
Yeah, let's do, we can do a quick, like, stateless function component for the header component.
Okay. I'm used to saying ember generate or ng generate, but maybe I can't
I don't know if Create React App has that. I use a snippet for it because they're really simple.
Okay. What's a snippet?
Just like a Atom editor snippet.
Oh, you create your own snippet?
I can create my own, but...
Well, I'm just going to do this. Okay, so we'll say new file. So why is it capitalized? Is it just app capitalized?
No, I usually actually make my components capitalized as well. I think that's just preference. So the component name is always kind of like an instance.
So header.js. And then so basically this is the inline templating. You just return the HTML.
And actually you don't even need to do this for the kind of component that we'll build for header.js because we'll use a stateless function component. Since it's not really going to do anything but kind of display text probably.
So I have to do that, right?
If you just do import React, you won't need component imported.
Just import React from React?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay.
And then
I have to do all this.
Nope. Actually, for that, let's go back into header.js and just do like const header equals
capital.
Either way, equals, and then do arrow function syntax.
Like equals.
Open parens.
Wait.
And then props is the first argument.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Did I do that right? Okay, props.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, you can do that.
Props.
And then your open brackets.
These? Wait, so would Jay Phelps, the human linter, want spaces?
He probably would. I don't know. I don't think you need the parens around the function itself.
Okay. Just props.
You could put the parens around props if you wanted. And then your regular, not the array brackets, the actual function brackets.
Oh my god!
Yep.
JavaScript. Okay. Now what?
Are those parens? Those are parens.
Wait, what?
These brackets.
You mean the curly braces?
Yes, curly braces.
Okay.
Sorry.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can just return some JSX markup. So what kind of markup do you want to do for a header? Like an H1 tag or?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Let's do inside of that hi. Put those in curly braces.
Curly braces. Okay.
And then do props.text.
Okay.
And then you'll actually need to either return that H1 or drop the overall curly braces.
Oh my god. What? I'm so confused.
Put on line 3, put return in front of H1.
Return. Whoa, that's like, what? That's confusing.
Have you seen the arrow function syntax like this?
I love that thing on your editor.
I know. We could do like a normal, just like regular function declaration. You guys can't see me typing on my screen, but basically what we wrote was, oh, sweet. I kind of want to steal your power too. We could do function props like this, and that's just the old.
What's props?
The argument that we're going to pass in. React is going to pass that into our header component. But the arrow syntax is just kind of like what we did up here, which if you're not familiar with, we can...
I totally messed that up.
No, I'm just formatting it different because I'm also kind of weird about my formatting. I try not to be.
It's probably proper anyways.
So React is going to pass in props. It'll also pass in context, which we'll talk about
props
more.
Props is something you defined, right?
At the, no, props is something that that's the name of the argument. We could call it like config or foo, really, if we wanted to.
Okay.
But it's React passing us the props that we'll give to the component. And then export default header. So that's like the most basic header component that you can make in React. Maybe not the most basic, but
don't forget to save. Oh.
And so then here we'll do import header from header, and then let's put our header right here. And remember how we said props .text? We put hi in there originally, right?
Whoa.
And we broke it.
Hi, React. Oh, you didn't save it.
I didn't save it?
You didn't save header. Save that and then save header. Is that all right?
Oh, no, we have a syntax error that I didn't catch. Oh, you ended your H1 tag with
YOLO. Okay.
So there's our header component.
Cool. That's awesome. All right, let's do exciting things now. I'll just let you code, and I'll just watch.
What kind of exciting things?
You know, the thing. The karaoke. Oh, do
we have to
know?
Do the karaoke thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can do the ExpressJS server. I feel like that's more important. Like deploying it and
if we want to get this code here deployed. Okay. I'm going to move our header text here. That makes me feel better.
This is so interesting. Yeah. I know. That makes me feel better.
Looks better down there. Okay, so what are your terminal commands? Okay. Everybody's is different, right? So we have this app, and we're going to need an Express server. We could deploy the Webpack server, but we don't really want to do that. So let's go back over here. The React scripts, really all they do, you can see here, is the npm start, which is what I usually use to do something like node index.js or something, which will have node take over and run like my Express server on there. Really all they do is they use start here for the React script start. Since we're going to deploy to now, we're going to want this command back. So we'll say node server.js, and then we'll just make this one start dev or something like that for now. So then back over here,
so exciting.
How do I get back and kill the the other
Kill what?
the other thing that
Oh,
you're
restart
running.
your thing. Control. Let's see. Is it Command C? No, Control C.
There you go.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So now if we do
Oh wait,
npm,
did it kill it? Did it kill the server?
I don't think so.
Why didn't it kill the server?
What server?
The
You use screen. Is that what you do here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Should, let's do.
Just do it. Just do it. Whatever you're doing.
Yeah. So it's so. Oh no, that's not right. So if we do npm run start dev, now we have our development server running again. And oh, what directory am I in? Where do I go?
Oh, code.
CD code.
Yeah. And then
we called it
karaoke roulette.
Okay.
It'd be funny if I had multiple karaoke apps.
Right. Let's do npm Install Express, which is a Node.js web server.
So you need Now and you need Node or Express.
We're going to use Express. You could make your own with the HTTP module from Node. You could use Restify or Happy or there's a bunch of them. There's Sales. I think Yahoo has one. Kraken. I think there's this.
I think it's done.
Yes, I was just going to go to the example. Getting started. Hello world. Ooh. I love how everybody's mouse is different. So when I go use their computer, I'm like, what am I doing? Karaoke roulette. New. How do you right click on yours?
I don't know. I think you just
do this. Save in karaoke roulette server.js. So this is just the hello world. And actually what we need to do, hold on one second.
So you have to create, so if to do the Express thing, you need to create a server.js file. And you need to...
Yeah, that's where we're going to put like our simple, see this var app equals Express? That's our web server. And we tell our server to, we should actually change that port from 3000 since our development server is running on 3000 for Webpack.
Did we change this Express app to be our app?
Yeah, this is going to be our app. And that's what I was looking up over here. So, now we have our server, and what we need to do is we're going to do npm run build. And this is from create react app. All that's going to do is build us like a production optimized build. Puts it in the build folder, which we should see pop up over here.
Wait, are we doing Node right now?
We are doing, this is still create react app, and we're like getting that ready to transition into Node. We'll deploy that.
Oh, like it put it in port 9000. So does that mean the app listening?
No, this is like an example of of something you could do now that you have a built file. They use, in this example, push state server. They have one, I think, for Express. So in here, this is the code I looked up from my computer keeps shutting down. So.
You know, I have to tell you that this is like one of the most useful, this is one of like the most useful screencasts I've done so far. No, really, because most of my screencast is like me asking Ben to do weird shit and him getting like semi-frustrated at me. I'm serious. You should watch them sometime. Maybe go for beer and like if you get so Ben Lush and then watch it, because otherwise I don't even know why you would watch them. We're always like, is anybody
Where do you
actually
post
listening?
them?
Well, there's a website that's going to be called YOLO Brolo at some point in time.
Okay.
I just haven't built it yet, but it's on YouTube.
So, I'm copying this from my other file here real quick. Process, current working directory. And then I'm going to go back through and explain this.
Okay. So I can keep talking.
Mm.
So, so at React Rally, Ben taught me regular expressions while we karaoke'd.
At React Rally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't hang out that much at React Rally. It was like the first night and then like waved at each other for the rest of the night.
I know.
You were
we
busy,
kind of hung out the second night. Yeah. We did dinner together, kind of.
We did. So, what we did here with we took the Hello World example from the Express thing just to get us a quick up and running server. And we changed, you put port 2400, probably like your password or something like that, or your ATM PIN number. I assume that's why you picked it. And then I added these 2 lines to use the...
I pulled the James Carroll right there. Okay.
To use this build folder that we bundled with create React app when we did npm run build.
Okay.
That command right here basically just told React scripts, which is what create React app wraps that Dan Abramov works on. Or I totally butchered his pronunciation there. I think it's Daniil Abramov. So that runs the build command there. Gives us our build directory, and we're going to just use that for any of our routes that are served. This could be like contact or contact page, or any route really, info. I'm just going to use it for any routes that they come to. Let's just send them our React
Which
app.
Is the star. Okay.
And then we'll send them that way with the build index file, and then from there we'll let our React app take over if we want to do routing there or something like that. So now, if we go back...
Ooh, I want to learn routing.
We can do routing.
Is it React Router v4?
I don't know if that's out yet, actually. So this is our Webpack server that's running our development build, and then this should be...
You're teaching me so many things right now.
Our production build over here. And it's the same file, but what you'll notice is in our development server, we're going to say like new change, and that one's going to update, but this one never did update because this one is the built static file. So
it's almost deployed.
When we're ready for those new changes, we can do npm run build, and it'll build us a new bundle after some number of seconds here, and then we'll start our Express server back up locally. Refresh it, you can see new change.
Literally, I don't think you quite understand how amazing this experience is for me. Like, you really don't.
It's really, like, it's actually so simple to do, and then now we're just going to deploy it.
Oh my gosh! And then it just deploys.
And it should. We're going to see if we made any mistakes. But so they give us this URL.
I don't know why my thing does that.
I don't know how to double click it. Can you select that?
I think it's in the middle or something. So wait.
There we go. Okay. So this is our URL for Karaoke Roulette. And this is where our app is going to live. You can see that it's still doing the installing of the packages and all that stuff. After it does whatever it does behind the scenes to do its deployment thing, it'll do npm start on our Express server. And then our app will be running here.
I feel like my first app should be like pictures of people in Power Ranger suits or something.
Super simple to do.
Like that would work. Oh, so where do I put? There's no public folder for my images. Or do I create one?
So you can, if you wanted to, you could put it in your build folder, because you see in our Express thing here we have this static build. It means that when index HTML here, which is totally mangled for production because you have to minify everything, it tries to grab /static/CSS, which Express will view in the build folder. So you could just say build.
So I should put all my stuff in the build folder.
Say images.
Because
you can for now.
SVG is in the source folder.
I don't know if what I would do is actually I would put it in the source folder, because when you run npm build, it'll copy that stuff over, I believe.
That seems kind of messy though. There's so much crap in there. Like
in the
not
source
creating,
folder.
yeah.
You could put the images here in the build folder. I just don't know if it would override.
I like putting it in the source folder, but like, you can't add create folders. No.
Yeah, no, you totally can.
Can we create another component? Can we do the thing?
Yes.
Can we do
Which
some
one?
JavaScript?
The hard JavaScript?
The karaoke roulette.
Yeah, the hard JavaScript.
Wait, hold on. Did we do everything? We have like, we deployed something. We created a React app, and then we like created a component, and then we deployed it.
We are deploying it right now.
So like that's basically how to use Create React App.
That's basically up and running with Create React App and the Now.
And we created an Express server.
And the Express server.
Like, hello? That's amazing.
So we have a web server to tinker around with and some React. And what we have with Create React App is the full local development stuff. Until these configurations don't work for us anymore, which if they do stop working, we can do npm run eject. And that'll basically get us out of using the Facebook Incubator Create React App project. And then we can change the Webpack config, or we could move to Browserify, or whatever we want to do. But for now, if we don't need any config stuff, and we don't need to mess around with it, and this works, we can just build our app in here. So we could do something like import karaoke machine from karaoke machine.
By the way, I think Ben Lesh is going to be very excited about this. Don't forget to save.
I wasn't going to save yet
because it's not there. Break. Because then he's going to be like, yeah, I know React, Tracy. We can pair on React.
Ben knows React already. He's like a React pro. Just
no,
React
I'm saying he knows React, but he doesn't like it when I ask him to pair with me on Ember stuff. Well, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't not like it. He's just frustrated sometimes.
I'm gonna go back to the old school React Create class one, mostly because I haven't used the extends component. You can write them this way, or you can do it the new const foo extends react.component if you like the ES6 syntax.
Oh, that's sexier. Components by formula.
Yeah.
Look at that, we're pair programming. I was useful.
Is that what you do? That's what pair prog. Do you have spaces 4 or 2? There we go.
Who knows?
So this one really just does create class and render probably what we want to do for our karaoke machine. What do we want our karaoke machine to try to do? Oh, look, we're
we
done.
Wanted to just play roulette.
So here's our app.
Oh my god, it's so cool!
And this is our URL.
Oh man!
Out. And
we have to tweet it.
since we didn't do, if we were paying for a Now subscription, we would do Now deploy to -- public. But since we're not, we're doing this. Is your clock say 1:38? Oh my god!
It's on East Coast time.
So now we can do this. We can add this _source to the end of the URL.
Okay.
Because this is public.
Oh, and then it'll show you.
So if you're at home tinkering around and you're trying to make a karaoke machine and you can't get it working and you need somebody to take a look at it, they can actually just come here and look at, oh, there's the favicon.
So I should basically always deploy my crap.
And they can just look at your source code here.
Oh
this is like
my gosh.
This is a great way to say, hey, Ben, can you look at app.js and see, like, I don't know why it's not rendering the thing. And he has no excuse but to bug it now.
Oh my god, this is great. It's like nerd sniping to the max. Or you can screen hero. I like screen heroing.
Screen heroing.
Oh my gosh, you don't know what screen hero is? Let's call Pascal. No, let's not call Pascal.
But this is a good way to show an example of, like, I kind of want to use this for things like where I want to show an example during a talk.
Yeah.
So if I'm live coding during a talk, at the end of the talk, I could just deploy it here, and then the source code is public.
Oh, this is so hot.
All that stuff. And that, I don't know, was, what, 40 minutes end to end, plus the singing and all of the other stuff.
But hold on. We're not, yes, there.
But no, that gets our app out into the
I'm so happy.
What does our karaoke machine do?
It's like a thing where it just randomly picks a list of songs that we create. Maybe we make like an array of songs or something like that. and then it randomly picks one out of the array, and then from that it opens up lyrics and the actual song to play. What's prop types? That's just your definition. Why do you like everything to be props?
Well, that's part of React.
Oh.
Each component, maybe see this header component, how it says, I'll take some props and I'll render out props.txt inside of an h1 tag. How we use that is, cancel, your buttons are so small. When we render in JSX, this is our header component, and this is the prop text.
Oh.
So this, in our other file, is basically like props.txt. We take each of these props, we could say text equals hi. When we do our karaoke machine, we're going to say songs equals, and we're going to pass it an array.
Oh.
And we'll give this, first song, maybe title is, what's the title of your first song we're passing in?
Midnight Train. No, wait, what is it called? Don't Stop Believin'.
Don't Stop Believin'.
That's good. Believin'.
Oh,
so it's
I like that.
Is it going to open up Justin Bieber, or is it going to open up Journey?
We don't know.
Wait. Why'd you change it, though? This is, like, very important code.
Don't stop believing. And then maybe there's a URL to Spotify song for Bieber.
Yeah, or Google, I guess.
Just Google
I don't
Justin
know.
Bieber.
That's so annoying. Or, like, should we do YouTube? Maybe YouTube. Maybe it's, YouTube.
I wanted to, there we go. YouTube, Justin Bieber. This is, I'm ashamed.
No.
Tiffany and Ari are going to disown me for this.
No, not Justin Bieber, though. Let's actually do Journey.
Believin', but it goes to Journey?
Yeah. No, it's Journey's song. Don't Stop Believin'.
I know that.
You do?
I thought we were going to rickroll him, basically.
Oh, that'd be really funny, too. But, like, more importantly, I feel like we need
in effect. Okay. We don't want that. Okay, so where am I? Adam, right here. And we'll give it this URL that says, like, hey, go here and do the thing, right?
Okay, so you stick it in there and you don't stick it in the... Oh, that's interesting. You don't actually put it in the karaoke machine component.
You don't, because the karaoke machine component doesn't know or doesn't want to be concerned necessarily with the song list. That's going to be the DJ that's going to compose that. Karaoke machine just wants to say, like, hey, I'm going to have some songs, and I'll pick one in my life cycle, and I'll render that. Or something like that. So
I like this React.
So there's a couple component. Will mount is going to be our first method and component.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
I don't know what we need there.
Did you know this is like literally my first view into any level of React ever?
Really? Mm-hmm. Get initial state. When our app loads up, let's say that return selected song is going to be no, because there's nothing in there, right? So component will mount. Now what we need to do, randomly select a song from this.props.songs, right? Because somebody's going to give us these songs. And then we're going to update state with selected song. So, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like I have to look these up every day.
Oh, interesting.
So the end goal is this dot set state, and we'll say selected song equals something. We're not sure what that is. So let's do a random whole integer for a random song, right? And it needs to be less than the length of the songs array.
Oh my god, can you turn this off? It's driving me crazy.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Install.
Remind me tomorrow.
Remind me tomorrow.
Never install. Why isn't that an option?
This is where we need Ben Lash for the hard JavaScript. Do you know how to do random? I know math.random, right?
Let's do that. Let's just,
Times
YOLO.
10. What we need to do, let's see, let pick equal math.random times 10. We're going to do a good old console log debugging. And we're going to change selected song to selected song index. Maybe we'll just say karaoke machine always pick 0. Selected song index is going to be pick, right? And then here, we'll say selected song index. We'll take that off of this dot state. And then we'll say we just picked song selected index. This is placeholder. We'll actually put the song title here later. Once we get that wired up, let's see how broken our app is here first. Karaoke machine. You have a syntax error somewhere.
It's interesting that it was in the terminal.
I think that it will also have it here. Property array of undefined. Did I misspell something?
Do you know why I like doing these screencasts?
Why is that?
Because I can like, go back and like look at the stuff forever. Forever, ever? Are you gonna do that?
No.
No.
Karaoke machine is defined but never used. Oh, I'm stupid. Export default karaoke machine. That's probably why it doesn't know what to do there.
Did you import it? Oh, you
The
did.
render method should have a return statement. This might be my first React app ever as well.
Really?
No. You would think by all of these bugs though, right?
Well, I know you work on React stuff, but...
I'm a 10x engineer at Netflix, right? I make 0 mistakes, clearly. Okay. So this is a machine, you know, for singing. This right here is our... we need to get React Dev Tools next.
Oh, I need that.
This is our karaoke, right? So we just picked song. Oh, I didn't even, like... How do you do... Can you do, like, math dot... I need it to be... I always forget. Math.random is, like, less than 0, right? Okay. So why did that come out 9.2? Oh, there we go. Let's just say... I also probably should have planned out how I was going to do this in my head.
Well, it's not like it's you know, me telling you 10 minutes before we did this was.
Oh, let's make a karaoke random selector thing.
You know how I came up with the idea? Because I heard Bryan Adams' "Everything I Do" in the car as I was pulling in, and I got really excited about karaoke with you. I knew I was going to karaoke with you.
Here we go. Free code camp. Random whole numbers. There we go. Math.random.
And this is going to pick something from the array.
This will. I tell people too during interviews it's okay to do Slack overflow. Stack overflow. Slack overflow.
Somebody should create a Slack overflow.
So const max is going to be this dot props dot songs dot length -1. I think we have to do -1 here.
Is it dot song or dot songs?
Songs is the prop type here.
Okay.
And the const min is going to be 0, because we want to always be able to pick at least the 0th one. And then the pick math.random times max minus min plus min. This is what Stack Overflow told us. Magic interview question answers. Stack Overflow. And then it's this set state, set song index. Let's see what our app says. It's not looking good.
Did you save it?
Oh, is it because...
So did you know I came up with a new company name?
You did?
This dot.
This, nice.
Do you like it?
It's good.
Dom says he doesn't like it.
I do.
Because he's like, nobody uses this anymore, Tracy. Is that true? This is not a this thing?
You don't have to. Well, no, nobody has to worry about this as much because it's starting to get auto-bound and arrow functions and stuff like that. I cannot for the life of me get the random. Let's move on from this.
Just do one. Just pick one.
We'll just pick one.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pick one. Let's get it all set up here. So selected song index is this, and then we'll say const song equals, and we'll say this dot props dot songs, and then the selected song index, right?
So I can't wait till you have an interview. You're gonna have to tweet at me when this actually happens. You're gonna have an interview one day,
and I'm just not gonna be able to do.
No, they're gonna. So you're gonna be the interviewer, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I saw that screencast you did on YOLO Brolo that one time," and you're gonna be like, "Really?" And then they're gonna pull up Stack Overflow. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be. All right. So now we have. What's our other two songs?
I'm
gonna put Kryptonite in there.
Okay.
It's my karaoke song.
You spelled it wrong there.
Kryptoni.
Kryptonite and oh geez. If this is it.
Is it? I feel like I didn't do that. If this is it.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll get our
URLs
correctly. Well, these URLs, we don't need to do those URLs. But what we can do is come back in here, karaoke machine. We gave it, all of that stuff. And then in here, we're just like picking this one because we couldn't figure this out. Ignore that. We'll still leave it as a to-do. It's tech-debt, right?
You know what's so funny? I'm pairing with Jay after this, and I'm thinking that maybe we'll just expand on this. I wanted him to pair with me on Ember CLI stuff, but like, this is way exciting.
Isn't it great?
It's really great.
All right, so now we're going to link to the song for our app, and we'll say the href equals, and we'll do a song.url, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a machine, for singing. We just picked song Kryptonite.
Click it, click it, click it,
one.
click it, click it!
But Kryptonite doesn't have a link, so we actually need to go back and say we'll pick Don't Stop Believin'.
Oh, yeah.
And then you click it.
Oh! I feel pretty good.
So now we have a React app.
Yeah.
Basic, up and running. We didn't have to do any config stuff, though, like all the transpile and all of the bundling and all that stuff that comes later that may be a pain. That was done for us by the Create React app. We didn't have to worry about any of the deployment config stuff. That was handled by Now. And
did we deploy it, though?
We did. Well, we didn't deploy the random picker one.
Let's deploy it.
Finish deploying that. So all we need to do is go back into this third tab here.
Oh, third tab. Ooh, tabs.
And do npm run build.
npm run build.
Mm-hmm. That'll put it back into our production version, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
is it localhost 3000?
No, this is localhost 2400 is our other one. And that's not running, so go to second tab on npm run start. Or just npm start. There you go. Now we can refresh this. So now we have that that app there. Now we want to deploy it, so go back to tab 3. Now deploy.
New deploy.
Now deploy. And that's going to give you a new URL, you can see there. And that's the one. So you'll still have your code from your other one. This is the code for the new one.
Oh, this is great.
You missed the H. It's just TTPS, which is not a protocol yet. And then this script is their, like, all of their install stuff that they do.
So Jay just told me to look at his Twitter profile page. Or Twitter profile header.
Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed it. Can you tag me in that? That's me
no,
right there.
No, you can't tag. Pink Power Ranger. Jay was the red Power Ranger. And the green Power Ranger, yeah.
Great.
All right, so we're good.
We're good. When that's done deploying, you'll see the site here. It'll say we just picked the karaoke song. And you can continue building your app from there. When you're ready for like full-on production, you can start looking at like, is Now the best place to deploy this? I think they've been great so far for the stuff I use them. You could move that somewhere else. You could get off of the Express server, but this is a really easy way to get up and running, prototype stuff. Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, more interesting screencasts coming to someplace near you at some point in time.